Hey guys, Mustang here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are jumping in to do the second and final new stage of the Infinite Dragon Ball history that was added with the start of the Kefla celebration. This one is super easy. It's basically like the ones that came out during the anniversary, when you can. I'm talking about like for the purpose of getting a team that does all of the missions in one run. So if you remember when the Broly movie one came out, it was a little bit annoying to do movie bosses and movie heroes together. And then when the Future Trunks Saga one came out, it was super easy to do Time Travelers and Potara together. So these two are no different. So for yesterday's one, we did Youth and World Tournament, which was a little bit restrictive. But today, for Stage 8, you have to use 3 representatives of Universe 7 and 3 Universe Survival Saga, which, just like the Trunks one, like, almost every single representative of Universe 7 is in Universe Survival Saga. I think the Monarcha Beerus is, like, the only one off the top of my head that isn't in it. So that's super easy. And then, of course, we have, like, cheat codes like Tech Caulifla right here, who, when you're fighting against a Universe Survival Saga enemy, has a 100% chance to dodge. So, like, this stage is just going to be an absolute joke, because we got STR, LR, UI Goku. We got SSB KK. I'm actually going to let him build up first, because if I do that, it means we can also get the 18 key with U. And then we got Bagodmo himself, the king. He needs to get hit a whole bunch of times to max out his passive, but I mean the event's going to be fairly straightforward. Even if we keep him off rotation, he should still be able to take enough hits to get his passive fully built up. And then even by the end of the event, even as like the off rotation floating unit, he should be able to tank attacks reasonably well. So for our representatives of Universe 7, we've obviously got LRUI Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. They're a ridiculously good combination. They work very well as a rotation. Then we have the MVP 17 for his support. And then, of course, we have a friend, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. So, yeah, we'll put them that way around so that Goku on the end there can at least get the Super Saiyan link. And then, yeah, we'll just go ahead and do that. So, one thing that is, you guys are going to have to strap in, because one thing you're going to be seeing a lot of in this video is super attacks from LR, Kale and Caulifla, because they get the additional attack as part of their passive, additional normal attack. Then they'll get a guaranteed super attack against the Universe Survival Saga enemy. And then they get another guaranteed additional super attack if you're fighting against a Pure Saiyan. And at some point during this run, I believe we fight Kabe, Kale, and Caulifla. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of fights during this run where Kale and Caulifla are just going to be super attacking over and over and over again. So, honestly, in a way, in terms of, like, the fun gameplay, I guess it's, like, a little bit annoying. Taking them into events and then just having to watch them super attack 50 million times. But obviously, if you have LR, Kale and Caulifla, they are one of the best units to bring in this event. If you don't have them, but you do have the STR Kale, then obviously she is a perfect link partner for Tech Caulifla. They give each other massive buffs. Both of them get extra buffs and effects when they're on rotation with a Kale or a Caulifla, but because of the way the LR is named, the LR actually triggers those effects as well. So I decided to bring Caulifla over Kale just because obviously Caulifla just has that 100% chance to dodge. I think the final stage of this is against Hit, who, just like Blue Gogeta and Blue Vegito in the previous ones, disables your ability to dodge. But because she infinitely stacks attack and defense as well, by the time we get to that final stage, she's going to have really high defense. And of course, Kale and Caulifla's defense is going to be so high that they'll be practically untouchable at that point as well. So even once they lose the ability to dodge, they're not going to be in any trouble. Same with LRUI Goku. By the time we get to Hit, his passive is going to be fully built up. So we shouldn't have much trouble flying through this stage. And yeah, there we go. Because, I mean, like, even in this situation, for example, like, Kale and Caulifla have type advantage. And they probably take double digits even from a super from Frost. But if I just put Caulifla there, she just takes 0 damage, regardless of what he does. So it's a full-on cheat code. Like, obviously there are certain stages, you know, certain events where she's not getting that passive, so she's not as good. I mean, she's still good because she infinitely stacks. She's got decent links, although she doesn't have Super Saiyan, unfortunately. But literally, oh good, there you go. So literally any event where you're fighting a Universe Survival Saga or Pure Saiyan enemy, like that Tech Caulifla and STR Kale are just insanely good. I am going to drop a video showing them both off together as a rotation on the Legendary Goku event, probably tomorrow. But yeah, like for this stage, Tech Caulifla I would say is a must bring if you have her. Because, I mean, out of all the different passives and abilities you can get in the game, having one that lets you take 0 damage from all attacks is... it's pretty OP, to be honest. So she is going to be very, very good for us here. And then, like I said, on top of the fact that she infinitely stacks, so even when we get to the turn where she can't dodge anymore, she's just not going to take damage anyway. So maybe from a super, because I don't know how high we will get her defense to go by the end. But that's where Kale and Caulifla can come in, because they can build their defense up insanely high very quickly. So when we get to the point where Tech Caulifla can't dodge, we can actually just put Kale and Caulifla in front of the brunt of the attacks, and they're not going to take a lot of damage. So we are still taking a bit of damage here with the blue Karakens, but we need them to get hit a bunch of times in order for them to build up their passive fully as well. So I'm not too worried about that. And then UI Goku comes in with the clean finish on Frost. But there you go. So I mean, this is another one of those turns. Like MVP 17 is providing that buff, so everyone's going to have higher defense. Let's actually check their defense anyway. So yeah, Kale and Caulifla are almost 400k, and Caulifla's already at 180, and obviously Caulifla can't actually take damage this turn. So by the time we get to hit, her defense is going to be way higher than that. So we definitely do not need to concern ourselves in this particular scenario. So Kale and Caulifla obviously going to start popping off. Now we're against a Pure Saiyan, so multiple additional super attacks on the way. Hopefully we can get some crits. I do have 2 dupes in my LR Kale and Caulifla, so hey, there we go, get that crit. Then we get another super. So yeah, they are very, very dominant in this event. No crit on the second one, but that's okay. Oh, and then they're going to get their hidden potential super attack as well. Why not? So yeah, this is like the best case scenario for them. Unfortunately, without crits. How much is this going to do? We've built up our defense quite a bit this turn. 107 damage. Okay, yeah, we'll take that. And then in comes Caulifla to do a little bit of extra damage, and then just take 0 from everything. So yeah, we're on the right track here. So yeah, let me know what sort of team you guys are going to be bringing into the event down below in the comments section. There's a couple of different options. Again, just like the previous stage, you could, if you wanted to, just do 2 separate runs. I know a lot of people like to sort of extend the content as much as possible, because obviously some people, if you do like day 1, you just jump in and do the new Infinite Dragon Ball History stage with a team that can beat it, like, you know, with all the missions in one go. And then, like, you've done the Dokkan event, like, you pulled Kefla, you've awakened everybody, like, then there's nothing else to do. So, I know some people do like to deliberately extend the lifespan of the content. So, definitely doing the whole thing in 2 runs is going to make that a little bit easier to get the missions done. And you don't have to worry about restricting your team choices in order to do all of the missions. But in terms of videos, I think 2 videos on the same stage is probably a bit too much, like on the first couple of days. So I like to try and get them all done in one run, because it's a little bit of a challenge as well, right? Like yesterday's one, I definitely did not do it on the first attempt because the team build was quite restrictive, whereas obviously this team is insanely good. So this is the first attempt, and I can't imagine that we are gonna fail unless we get some really, really bad RNG, especially when we get to like an AGL enemy, because obviously we've got the UI Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken rotation that are both STR. If we get to that rotation and then they just decide to not dodge at all, then we could take a bit of damage. So, but we'll see how that goes. So now we're against Kale, who again is another Universe Survival Saga and Pure Saiyan unit. So we're going to be very good here with the 2 Universe 6 cards. The Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku in the 3rd slot could be a little bit of a liability, because my one is only 55%. He hasn't really built up his passive very much throughout this run so far. So I'm not sure like how much damage he's going to take in the final spot there. But we are basically on full health, so even if he gets super attacked here, I don't think we will die. Plus, of course, Kale and Caulifla are just going to keep popping off here, doing more and more damage to Kale as we go. So, because I don't think they don't stack their attack, so we're seeing them at 1.79 on these 12 key supers. As you saw there, when we don't get crits, we're not doing like crazy amounts of damage. I mean, a crit there, 1.26, very good. I believe that was the hidden potential super attack again. So they are kind of showing out here a little bit. I mean, this is the first turn and we've done like half of her health already. So I feel like we're going to be punished for that by a potential super attack coming up here. Yeah, 50k, 44 and then 39. So, okay. Oh, well, I mean, this turn we have MVP 17 here with us. So everybody's getting that nice little bit of a defensive buff. And then he holds his own throughout these long form events, like most of the way through. As you start getting towards the harder enemies, he will start to take more damage, but obviously here, at least with Kale, we have type advantage, so I don't really need to worry about him in the final spot. And these guys are putting out quite a lot of damage now, the double Goku rotation. So I don't think we've dropped low enough health to even have the opportunity to use the Spirit Bomb at this point as well, so you need to have 3 other allies, and I believe it includes the leader, so we should be able to use it, because we have 3 other representatives of Universe 7 allies if you do include the leader, so we should be all good. Okay, so Bergamo, he hasn't really had a lot of chance to build up yet. Yeah, so he's not even on 100k defense yet, but we can get these for you and these for you, so already just get a nice top up on the HP. Oh, I meant to click the physical orbs, but I mean, hey, we got a super attack with him. That's what's important. But yeah, Caulifla, you go ahead and super attack the unit that has a 100% chance to dodge. That's fine with me. And we have type advantage as well. So obviously, Caulifla not the hardest hitting unit, but considering what she does, other than that, it's really not something you can complain about. So she's going to get off some attacks here. I mean, hey, we got the additional from the hidden potential as well. So 3 super attacks from Caulifla. I will absolutely take that. And we'll take 0 damage. Plus, now that she's already supered, we know that Bergamo's not in any danger in the final spot. Because I did say at the beginning that being off rotation, he should still be okay with building up his passive. But obviously, one thing that we've kind of come across is because Kale and Caulifla have been popping off, UI Goku and SSBKK have been putting out a ton of damage. On the turns where Bergamo has floated in at the end, we've often killed the enemy that turn. So he hasn't had a great chance to fully build up his passive yet. But I mean, he should be fine. I mean, we have so much healing potential with the fact that just picking up same type orbs with Caulifla and then Kale and Caulifla will heal us a crazy amount. So, I mean, just look at all the damage that we do in one turn as well. It's pretty ridiculous. So, go ahead here with the Trio de Dangers. Not a lot of damage, sadly. But, I mean, 14k and then straight down to 9. Okay. But yeah, this is where it could get spicy. So I am actually going to go ahead and use an Icarus here. Because I'm going to rely on UI Goku to actually dodge. But if she super attacks and he doesn't dodge, then it will not be a good time for us. So I'm quite happy to go ahead and use our first item here. Watch UI Goku now actually dodge everything. Okay, so didn't dodge with 1 normal. 2 normals. Hey, that's not bad. So, and then a 4 million attack stat. This is one of the few times that it actually helps that his super attack effect is to disable guard, because we don't need to worry about him getting a crit in order to actually do decent damage. And then Blue Kaioken. Obviously, for him to do decent damage, we do need him to crit, which he did not. He still did nearly 1 million, and then he gets, of course. So yeah, the unit that doesn't have a chance to take the 0 damage. 167 though is not terrible, but I mean, I guess we can't really complain considering we spent most of the event just taking 0 damage from most of the attacks. So yeah, of course that one attack that was separated from all the other ones would be the super attack, but there you go. So, but anyway, back to business as usual, not taking any damage. So we'll go ahead and do this. Do this. And then this. Get some more same type orbs. I'm not going to worry about healing because I mean, if MVP 17 gets super attacks, we might actually die, but I guess I could have used the Android 8, but we should still have the Icarus in effect. Oh, well, I mean, there you go. So sometimes the RNG is on our side because, you know, if the AI wants to super attack a unit that has a 100% chance to dodge, I mean, feel free to do that every other rotation until we get to hit. Just super attack Tech Caulifla. I'll be perfectly fine with that. And then Kale and Caulifla getting the crit. At least we're not fighting a Pure Saiyan as well as a Universe Survival Saga unit, so hopefully we don't have to watch them super attack too many times in this one turn. But no crit. Hidden potential again. So this is the thing, that's when you get them to attack so many times because of all the facets of their passive, it just adds that more and more increased chance that the hidden potential one is going to go off as well. So we've seen quite a lot of turns now where we've gotten that extra super attack from the hidden potential system as well, which is obviously very, very good for our overall damage output. So, oh, Bergamo's going to transform. I forgot he could even do that. Oh, it's been a long time since I've used this guy, which is why I wanted to bust him out here, because this is absolutely like the perfect event to bring him into. So, not great with the orbs though. That's of course always been the downside of the giant form units. So, but you know, it's a couple of turns. Oh, they heal. Oh, okay. So actually, him transforming against them is actually not great for us because they have the potential to heal more damage than we can actually output if we can't keep getting supers. The additional supers very much appreciated though. I am happy about that. And yeah, feel free to go ahead and super me. Can't take any damage. He's getting crits, which is nice. Another additional, but it's only a normal. Any more? Yeah, okay, let's go. 2 additional supers. So we only got the key to actually super once out of the 3 attacks, but we still went ahead and supered 3 times this turn. So very good. I can't drop I don't think I can drop these greens down the way I was hoping. Oh, there you go. Can we get any more purples up here? No, but we don't need it. We've got another rainbow drop down, so there you go. Couple more super attacks. They are going to heal again after this first hit. Oh, they don't heal a lot though, actually, judging by that increase, so we should be okay. Yep, super attack away. Go for it. 340,000 damage that would do. The thing is, I guess if he wasn't transformed, it wouldn't do that much damage as his passive builds up. But when they're in the giant form, obviously they get, you know, they take no damage. But they don't have, like, a passive, essentially. Which is why, like, you see when the numbers come up when you're in the giant form, why they're always so high, even though you're not actually taking damage. But so we got the extra turn of the transformation, but then unfortunately not the best orb field layout. So honestly, just the transformation has just slowed down the run more than anything, because like as good as Bergamo can be for what we want to use him for, which is as a defensive beast, he doesn't quite have the damage output that like a turn of LR UI Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken or Caulifla and LR Kale and Caulifla do. So he is slowing us down a little bit. But oh, we can use the Spirit Bomb. Okay, cool. I didn't want to get all the way through the event and actually not get to use it. So let's go. Damn. Okay. Bye. See ya. Alright, well. Oh, and we're up to hit. So we're at the final stage. So now we can't dodge. Oh, but he's physical. Perfect. So now we can just do... Oh, he locks your rotations. Oof. Alright, well, get Spirit Bombed.
Lend me your energy.
How much is this going to do? I mean, my Goku's obviously not very built up, but, like, we'll take a free, like, 2 million damage. Who has more defense? Oh, God, yeah, Caulifla has way more. Actually, though, this is a good opportunity to build up his passive some more. Because Caulifla can't dodge now, so even though her defense is really high, she would take a fair bit of damage from a super attack. So I'm going to go ahead and heal here as well. And then, yeah, that pretty much, I think, puts the win, like, in the bag. Because next turn we got the double STR Goku's rotation. We've got the Spirit Bomb buff active. So, yeah, we're going to do a lot of damage over these next 2 turns. So, yeah, he did go ahead and super. Still 100k, considering we've got type advantage and significantly increased defense. But, so, yeah, I think Caulifla definitely would have taken more than 100k there. So, putting Goku in the first spot was a good shout. Caulifla... Hey, gets a crit as well, and an additional super. I mean, her attack stat's up to 1.7 now, so bear in mind what we've been saying throughout the video. She's not, like, an offensive unit by design, but because of that infinite stack, she's up to a very respectable attack stat. And then Kale and Caulifla, of course, are just going to do Kale and Caulifla things here. I mean, if we get enough additional supers, we potentially just kill hit right now. Are we going to finish him off this turn? I mean, if we get crits, it's very likely. Oh, one more. This will be the last super from them, though. So, actually, yeah, I think even a crit, we don't finish him off here. But then next turn, we can just go straight into UI Goku, administering the final slap down to hit here. Oh, he's going to lock you in place. Okay. He's trying. Hit's trying to pull everything out of the bag here to save himself from annihilation, but unfortunately, MVP 17, we've got the Android 8 effect active still, so even if Hit super attacks, we are not going to die here. So, get ready to say goodbye, Hito, as you are about to get 24 key supered by LRUI Goku, 4 million attack stat, let's go, fully built up. 55%, of course, remember. And, yeah, that is GG. So, goodbye, Hit. Goodbye, Universe 6 Infinite Dragon Ball History Stage. We used 2 items, so not bad at all. And we completed all of the missions in that run. So, let us go ahead and claim all of the missions here. Because I think is it 25 stones? And some Kais and some training items. So, yeah, there you go. So, all the missions are done. That team absolutely destroyed that event. And, yeah, there you go. So, let me know down below, what team did you use? How easy did you find it? Obviously, if you bring, like, the STR Kale as well. You can bring, like, pretty much a full Universe 6 team as well if you pulled Kefla, which... Again, wouldn't get the representatives of Universe 7 mission done, but if you want to stretch those missions out, that would be a very good team to run on this event as well. So, that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.